What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Minatsu here, and we are back with some more Dokkan information here. So, we did just recently end the maintenance on the JP version, and we just got a data download as well. There is a lot to really talk about here. I'm also going to bring up this tab, but there's a lot to really talk about here. But, I want to say first and foremost, if you guys have been on the channel enjoying the content, feel free to subscribe, give the video a like, and all that stuff, right? Really helps the channel out, but just want to get that out there before we hop into it. So yeah, again, LR Golden Frieza, the Blue Vegeta's Easy A's, and the Golden Frieza and Sorbet Easy A are coming out. And along with that, we have, again, the version 5.5.0 updates, the Dokkan Scout, and then this right here, it's just an extra thing. Essentially right here, we do see the Dokkan 5.5.0 update, right? It's going to be this section right here is where essentially we're going to be able to, now in game, you should be able to see the actual, actually, let me switch over for this, but essentially in game, you will be able to see the characters that are limited, right, for each event. So I guess we can go to here, the Skin U Force one, right? If we take a look here at the available characters, right, usually it would show all the characters in your box, and it still does. It should have changed at this point. That's weird. I thought it would change. I guess it's not like that. That's odd. Is it in the information here? I thought it would update it so that you only see those characters still, but I guess not. Can I just... I don't know. Maybe it's not in game yet. Whatever. But you should be able... It should... I guess from here you can go to the event. Oh! I get it. If you don't have the character, it'll take you to the event to get the character. That's what it is. I misunderstood. My bad. But, I mean, let me see. Could I do it for this Ginyu that I don't have? No. Because I have, like, all these characters. Oh, well, I guess, just, it'll be nice for the future for people who are new to the game. Now, this is the Dokkan Scout feature. I'm going to switch back over again. But this Dokkan Scout feature, it's like, basically you use this. You have a QR code that you pull up, by clicking on, essentially, let me see. Whenever it loads, I guess. Click on this button right here. It brings up a QR code. No. Yeah, it's what... I believe you click on this button to bring up a QR code. And then this button is where you could scan a QR code. You need to be at least rank 100 and not have a comeback login bonus going on. And as long as none of those two are going on, you will be able to basically scan someone else's code or have someone else scan your code, and you can participate. Essentially, there will be these missions in game that will give you a good amount of stones, right? So if you take a look here at the actual Dokkan Scout section itself, if you see right here, you can get Dragon Stones by clearing the missions right here. With this function, you can earn rewards by scouting friends and cooperating to advance the missions. Essentially, you can get up to 50 Dragon Stones right here, which is pretty nice, right? So again, you can see like the different things like reach rank 90, something like that, right? And I believe both parties get Dragon Stones when both parties do meet the requirements, right? So that can be very interesting. Yeah, and so yeah, if you scan the code using the camera app, you'll be taken to the Dokkan homepage, right? It's possible to scout even if you're not a friend of each other. So that's cool. Even if you're not on the friends list, you can have someone scout you, which is interesting for sure. But yeah, that's basically how it is. And scouted users will definitely appear as supporters. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, that's basically how the Dokkan scouting works, right? You just kind of want to... You can get a lot of rewards from this, actually. Clear the mission to get 50 stones. I don't know if it's... Because it shows right here, it says 0 out of 30. Can you get, like, 50 stones for each person? That you won't... No way, right? It's only one person. I feel like it's like you could scout up to 30 people, but the missions will only appear for you once, 50 times. That's what I'm assuming. Because it says get up to 50 stones, so... We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, interesting. I think it's pretty cool. It's like the Legends thing, where Legends has the section where you could scout, basically. Not scout, but like have beginner missions. They clear the beginner missions and both parties get a reward. And yeah, that's pretty much it for there, just in game, right? It's the App Store update. Nothing really too extra, I think, from what I see here. If I double check, yeah, it's just a Dokkan scouting. Another thing is that they're actually phones would turn off previously when you're doing auto mode, but it doesn't actually do that anymore. So that's gonna be good, right? You no longer get that actual information done there. So yeah, very nice. So yeah, just sleep mode will not happen when you're on auto. That's cool. Actually, there's one other thing I want to pull up, but there's like a lot that came in the stage download. We have the Golden Frieza and Sorbet EZA info. I did go ahead and translate the Golden Frieza and Sorbet EZA info. They do look like a pretty solid unit as well, right? So yeah, just to read out their info, right? Join forces, key 3, HP attack and defense plus 170%. Nothing really too special there, but I think it's nice to see that, right? That just little extra stat plus if you're a free-to-play player. Join forces doesn't really have a good leader right now, though, I guess, but it's just nice to see. Then if we take a look there, we do have super attack effect, which I think is pretty good. Supreme damage with a high chance to stun is definitely a very powerful super attack effect for even just in general high chance to stun. It's great for super battle road. Then on top of that, he does raise extreme class allies attacking defense plus 20% for the turn, which is definitely cool to see, right? Definitely very, very cool to see. Then if we take a look here, his passive skill, he gets 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 100% attack and defense for the first 7 turns from the start of battle, which is nice. So solid for free-to-play units. Then from the 8th turn, he still does keep the 100% defense. He just loses the offense, which I don't think anyone would really mind that he loses the offense, right? It's the defense that's mostly important for a unit like this. He gets key 6, a guaranteed crit, and then guaranteed stun after receiving an attack from the enemy, which is nice. He gets an additional 50% attack, and it reduces damage received by 50% when HP is 50% or less. Now, I do wish that was changed to being just general damage received even when you're above the HP restriction, because when you're not above the HP restriction, then it can be a little annoying. He probably could take a lot of damage, especially in these super battle road stages, especially because he just want to get hit first. Since he wants to get hit first, it could just be annoying, right? Without that damage reduction, because his stats obviously aren't really going to be that high, right? Like 9k defense. Like I am worried about his performance, but I feel like he will at least end up being okay at the very least, which is nice to see for sure. I think he could be a very solid unit for people, but he's nothing crazy, is what I'd say. LR Golden Frieza is what I say is crazy. Just a 90% damage reduction, you know, he does lose it over time, but we're unclear if this is going to be like even when he's off rotation or only when he's on rotation, but I've seen some calculations and stuff. Actually, I could also, there's like so many different things I can bring up. Let me put these over here. There's like baton stuff. This is something I retweeted. Are you kidding me? Get up there. And then here. But there's one other post I want to put right here. That the homie Energies did put up, but it's essentially this right here. We'll talk about it, but like if you see some stats right here, general, right, it may look different in game. I think there was something mentioned where he put like the values a little higher, the numbers a little higher than they should be, but like you see his defense stat right here, this was a 200% leader skill. I mean, not 200%, this is 170%, 150% defensively, no, 170% here, because again, he's the leader, right? 300k defense with like 90% damage reduction, like even with just 50% damage reduction, that's insane, because he gets a lot of defense on super attack, right? Because he does get 30% defense on super. Actually, this is him fully built up then, huh? That's a lot. Even with just like 30% damage reduction, that is pretty good. He will be able to take normals in like red zone and stuff like that. At this point, super attacks would do a lot of damage to him, but like, you know, at these first turns, even 200k defense, 90% damage reduction, not even on a like 200% leader skill, he's hitting pretty good numbers on turn 3 right here. He did receive the 5 attacks, 8.5 million, followed by a guaranteed additional 5.9 million, and then another additional 6.2. He's just very, very strong. And look at this. The 5 attacks received on turn 5. Again, the 300k defense right there. His attack stats are pretty good. I'm liking what I've seen from him so far, but we'll see how he is in game. I think he could be a pretty prevalent unit. These blue Vegetas, I think they're so good, right? Except for this guy. This guy kind of is ass, not gonna lie, but he could be okay, I guess. These two, I think, could be very, very useful on the team as floating units. I know people are disappointed that they're not, like, you know, slot 1 gods or anything like that, but luckily, I still do think that they are pretty good. So that's very, very nice. That's for sure. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's. We have Baton Battle 8 going on, coming soon. So it's Universe Survival Saga stuff. I think that we could see Universe Survival Saga like unit, like a Dokkan Fest for right before Worldwide Celebration. So keep a look out there. There may be some new summoning animations coming to the JP version because they made some changes with the summon animation, like things that happen here. Tanabata question mark. We'll see what happens there, and then possibly JP gets local time in game. I didn't see it any local time in game right now, so yeah. But it looks like to be it. Oh, there's this, but I have used this before, right? I have used this for some time. That's pretty much it, I think. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Excited for the units. These drop in. At the time of this recording, it'll be an hour and like 20 minutes, but basically 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific time, this usual stuff. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.